Ignition. Let's start this video. Okay. Oh, I forgot one thing. Yeah, I got my reading glasses on. My long-range vision is good, but now that I'm getting closer to 50, my short-range vision is not so good. So I have to use these if I want to read you some specs and stuff like that. So I had to grab the other coil here. Okay, so what I got going on here is these are the new coils. My dad picked these up. When he thought he was going to buy the truck, he went ahead and picked these up because him and my uncle thought that it was probably the coils that were done in the truck, but they weren't 100% sure. But he bought this and the plugs. So there's 8 plugs. There's 4 boxes in there. This gives you all the specs here. And here's they put a little thread protectors on there. I don't know if these are gapped right or not. I know it looks like a big gap, but we'll see. I'll have to check the Ford F-150 specs for that big engine, that 5.4 liter engine, to see what they're gapped at. I think there's like 50 thousandths or something like that, so that's probably way too. What does it tell you gapping here? Tells you. Well, these are. It tells you what these are. These are a TR55GP model number 3403, and no, it says not to gap them. I guess, yeah. So we'll see how these do. Now I know people get very territorial when it comes to spark plugs. Oh, these are good, these are no good. Yeah, well, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, so TR55GP, I guess it's 55 gap. So I don't know if I have to gap those or not. Maybe not. But anyway, here's the coils, and there's 8 in there. Well, right now there's only 7 because one's already on the truck. And this is the new coils. I'm going to put them in anyway because I got them, might as well. And between the two was like $100 for both, so that's not too bad. I don't know where my dad got them. Now, something else that's, see, this boot here is still pretty, well, that's kind of cruddy, but these boots here, if they're still good, keep them, because they just kind of pull off. I can't do it with one hand, but you can see how they just pull off, and it's not uncommon to have to replace this one, not the whole coil. A lot of people think you have to replace the whole thing, but you can actually buy these rubber boots separate. So this was the coil that was believed to be bad. I tested it with my voltmeter, and it was testing 1.5. I do believe this is an original Ford part. And these and this still tested the same, so I don't know if the coils are my issue on the truck. I think I have a couple of issues on the truck, so but I just wanted to show you these anyway. So these are Precision Auto Labs ignition coil, lethal voltage, disconnect before servicing, and it's 2-pin plug. Yeah, so that's going to go into the truck. Comes with a little kind of warranty thing, guarantee card. And then it also comes with a kind of like a thank you card type of thing. I'll try to get it. I don't have any fingernails. Okay. Dear customer, thank you, that type of thing. Yeah, okay, so there you go. It's a cool picture. Don't really care about the picture. But one cool thing that comes with is, oh, these are all popped. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so made in China, of course. Like everything, all our new auto parts are going to be made in China. Made in China. Say about that what you will. But anyway, there's the plugs. So we'll see how these do. Some people say you have to go with a better plug than this, but we'll find out. So, these are NGK G-Power platinum alloy spark plugs. It's 4 spark plugs, yeah. So now again, it doesn't say anything about gapping on here, but as far as I'm always concerned, you always have to gap things. Iron heads, aluminum heads, hand tight. So 18 to 25 pounds. For those Ford F-150 Triton engines, a lot of people say, you know, torque them a little more like 25 pounds and you should be good. If you don't have a torque wrench, the half turn to 2/3 turn past the tight spot, and that's usually the way I've always done spark plugs anyway, was by hand. Even on my motorcycles, it's one of those things that you know when you're just about to strip it, once you do enough of them. If you've never done it before, go easy, because it doesn't take much to strip these out. But yeah, so yeah, when I get the other plugs out, hopefully those other 8 plugs will come out without too much of a trouble. Whenever the weather allows me. Like, the sunshine's fine today, but that wind is just so cold. So I won't be able to get into that today because I got to do a bunch of stuff first. So my next stage on the truck is to clean the throttle body, then the injectors. Once I get the injectors cleaned, I have to take off the fuel rail. That's when I'm going to replace all the coils too. So it's kind of like doing all 3 of those at once. Then I'll put it all back together, see how it runs, and we'll go from there. All right, so anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys that. So things are coming along slow but sure.